Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Right, carry on working on this Porsche Boxster 987 2008 engine on this. I believe it's the 2.7, but it doesn't really matter. Just did the key issue. If you follow the channel, you might have watched it. If you don't follow the channel, just look for it, you will find it. Anyway, the issue now, or the following problem with this car that I came with is the following. So let me turn the key on, and the problem is this. Have you heard that? Even it hurts. Listen to this, honestly. I don't want to. I think the damage is already done, but it really hurts. So yeah, there's something wrong with this elevator. So obviously the window doesn't work, even though there is something working inside the door. But I don't know what it is. Another thing obviously is when you open or close the door, let me show you this. So when I open the door, have you seen the window lower? Now I'm gonna close the door. Okay, so obviously this side, he attempts to do it, but obviously it doesn't do it because the window doesn't move. So there is something wrong with this. So I think it's quite obvious that there's no need of scan tool for this problem. All we're gonna do is start to take this door card and try to get to where the problem is. With this weather, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but we'll do our best. I just want to try to do it so I can order any parts, which most likely I'm going to need. Let's face it. So I want to get the parts so I can order the parts to see if I can get the parts for the next week. There's other issues with this car still. But that's something else. So yeah, let's kind of take this off. I don't know if I'm going to record it or if I will just take you through once it's off which bits you need to look at in order to remove this. I don't know yet. But yeah, stay on that side and I'll see you in a minute. Gonna be a nightmare to do this, but anyway, so the first thing you do is pull this cover off. Just wedge something on the underside and pull it off. There is then one screw here at the bottom and another one here. Which we're gonna remove next. Okay, next, behind the door handle, right there, you have this cap, which you need to remove in order to remove a bolt that's in there. Next, you have a cover here and a bolt behind it. And next, you need to take the cover off with the mirror controls. You just pull it at the bottom and then slide up and that comes off. So you just do it like, oh dear. So it's like that, you just do it like this and then up and it comes off. Unplug it and you have another screw. Okay, and once that's done, it's all clips all the way around. So clips here. So you just pull it out, and obviously then you have an electrical plug that goes in here on the door module. You have this electrical plug, and you have the door handle cable, and the thing just literally comes off. It looks like there is a separate panel. Yeah, there's a separate panel. You can see the screws holding it. There's a separate panel that's going to pull the whole thing out. That does not including, it does include the airbag. No, I think I'm going to have to take the airbag out. Yeah, definitely. So let me see what I can do. Let me take a few more bits. Let me take a few more bits out, and but yeah, I'm gonna remove the airbag to start with, and then I'll see what I'll do next. Maybe these bolts that holds this panel. This is definitely a separate panel. The inner panel looks like it's separate from the rest of the door, so I might be pulling that out. Okay, so I just got the airbag out, as you can see, and I got the 3 bolts that holds this motor and module, and look at that. Oh dear. So yeah, definitely something went wrong. There shouldn't be cables here. Oh crap. Yeah, this should not have any cables here. I don't even know if it's, maybe it hasn't damaged nothing here, but it's definitely, it's gonna need a elevator, I think. There's bits of rubber here. Okay, right, let's gonna take this panel off. Maybe that we can do something with it. I don't know. Let's gonna take these off and carry on. Get the speaker out. It's only 4 screws. Will make it a little bit easier. The next thing, just pull these out. Literally, there's no clips or anything. You just pull it off, and then there is, I forgot to tell you, there is a little tab in there, a little pin. You just press the 2 tabs. I will show you later if I don't forget. You just press the 2 tabs, and that thing just goes in, just like that. So, but the other one is sort of green. You just press, and that pushes in, and that releases the entire panel by the look of it. So now I'm going to see if I can take this panel, but it's not going to be repairable because the cable is actually, oh there it is. It just fell off. The cable is actually snapped, so it's going to need a new regulator. Don't think I'm going to get any further now, because there is really no point. I'm just going to get a regulator and then carry on when I have the next regulator, or elevator, whatever, because it's going to make it easier, and the weather is no help today, that's for sure. So yeah, it's going to need one, so let's going to get it, and then I'll show you the rest of it. Okay, and just before I start to search what I could find for this, the regulator, right, so local car parts, they don't have this. They told me go to Porsche, main dealer only. Went on eBay, I found the regulator. Not sure if it's Porsche or not, but I found the regulator for about, I can't remember now. Well, I found a used one, but it's not for this car. For this car, it was £300 or something like that. So quite expensive. Anyway, as I was looking, I found actually what it looks like, just the cables. So I thought I'm gonna have to come back, take everything off to see if I can get just the cables for this, if everything else is good. So to remove the panel, I had to cut through there, but then I'll be pulling this off like that. Let me see if I show you. Where's my pliers? Hold on a second. So you need to cut through this, but then you're gonna pull these off like that, you see? And now I'll be able to, I'll cut these, and I'll be able to thread a new cable tie and tie everything again. So then obviously you need to push, you'll figure it out, you need to push these rubbers, grommets around here. You need to unplug obviously the lock up here, and then there's another plug in there. Unlock this, pull it through the panel, and then here you just do the opposite, and this is the loom for the door. Okay, and you get to this. What the heck is that? Ooh, it's one of those sandpapers for a grinder. This car has been repaired in the past. Oh dear. Let me chuck this away. Oh crap. I just noticed that now. Ugh. I'll put that in the bin in a minute. Right, so once I get to this, I got all the bits out, and then I got to this. Now, I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. So this is how it goes. So this goes in there, then the cable obviously runs through there, and then that one goes in there. Okay, and the cable just threads around on this pulley. Now the pulley is completely gone. Well, it's not completely gone, but it is in a bad shape. Then because of the way the cable came off and it got wrapped around there, these little tabs around, they are supposed to go on the outside here to hold these in place. It's probably fixable, but I don't know, it's not gonna work properly. So yeah, I think I might gonna have to get a wall regulator because the chances of putting this and then it's gonna fail is quite high, and I don't know if I can get only this. I found only the cables. I don't think it came with this, so I might be a little bit struggle. Okay, let me see how we're gonna play this out. Guys, and a few days later, this is how we played out. I spoke with the owner, gave him the options, Porsche, original, etc, etc, and he got me a second-hand unit. Now, the unit obviously comes with all the frame, etc, the cables, comes as well with the motor and the module. Now, the original module and motor, which is there, if you remember, it destroyed the seal here in the middle. You can see that, so we need to compare with the one I got. And so I'm going to use the one that came with rather than the original, but I already removed the module. I don't know if these modules will need programming or something along those lines, but I'm not going to even waste my time trying to find out. All I'm going to do is I'm going to slide out the module from the original one, put it in here, and then just put everything back on. Now, I'm not going to take you through the rest of the process to remove the... Well, I might do. Just hold a second. Okay, so I had a quick look. I never took one in my life, so but I think it's quite easy to figure out. So in there you have the screws that tights the glass to the actually brackets, so one there and one there. Then you have these nut here, these nut here, and then right underneath you have these caps that you need to, if you can see them, okay, so you have these caps that you need to remove in order to remove a nut that holds these bars at the bottom, and the whole thing just came out. So that's how it comes off. Before we put the new one back in, or the used one back in, so I swapped the modules already. Look at that. It's gonna need a good lubrication. These cables are completely dry as well, so we're going to lubricate everything, proper lubricated, before we put anything back in. Okay, so I think I see you next once this new one maybe is ready to go in. Okay, all out. The glass is over there. We're gonna give you a good clean to the glass. That's the old one. Really easy to take. There's plenty of room, and once you release these brackets here that holds the glass will stick to the rubber, but you just twist it a little bit and it comes off. And once you take all the nuts off, it comes extremely easy. So again, let's gonna clean the glass, lubricate that one, put everything back on. All back in place, including the window. So as you can see, all proper lubricated. I'm gonna have to take this motor again. I just put the motor here like this, and I plugged in the door card just to go up and down. I want to check the alignment. Obviously at the moment, if I put the window all the way up, because the lock is not connected, it was supposed to go like all the way up and then drop a little bit to give enough clearance to go through, oh dear me, to go through here, and then when you close the door it goes up. But obviously because the lock is not connected, he's not doing it, but I presume he's going to do it as soon as I plug everything back in. But to plug everything properly, I really need to put this panel first. And so anyway, I got the window up and down a few times, as you can probably see by the runners there, and worked absolutely perfect. So now I'm going to put the panel and start to put everything back in, and as soon as I'm ready to test it, before I actually finish to clip everything, I will go through a quick test, make sure it works the way it's supposed to, and go from there. Okay, everything is back in place except the door card. As soon as I plugged in the door lock, the window dropped straight away a little bit. Obviously needs calibrating, but it reacted to the fact that I plugged it in, so it should work the way it should once everything is done. But everything is done, is just the door card left, which I'm going to do next, and yeah, it's looking good. Okay, so there's only 2 clips at the top, as you can see. It's not pushed in yet, but just to show you and for me to test, look what happens when I close the door and when I open the door. There we go. doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So now let's gonna finish this off and wrap up this video. Yes, that's for the next job. Haha. Okay guys, all done. Door card in place, everything in place. So just clear the codes, as you probably have seen. So let me show you and do a last test. So when I close this now, the window goes down a little bit as soon as I unlock. Okay, so that's the way it should work. Beautiful. Job done. So guys, that's gonna be our next job. Not that I really do a lot of videos for brake jobs, but I might do this one this time, being a more rare car to work on. It might be interesting to someone out there. But for this problem, guys, in the end, just a bad elevator, a really bad elevator, and or regulator, whatever you want to call it, and that's it, guys. Problem is solved with a second-hand unit. So with no further ado, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find some information here you can find useful. If you do have any questions, any comments, please put them below, and like always, thank you for watching.